December 19, 1997. Quite possibly the greatest featherweight fight ever occurred in New York when former IBF, future WBC, and reigning WBO Featherweight World Champion Prince Naseem Hamed faced the former WBC Featherweight World Champion, the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelley. The former champion Kelley came to watch Hamed's last fight on October 11, 1997, as the Prince had to defeat Jose Badillo in order to get the Kelley fight. And when he made his entrance to the ring, the Prince arguably produced his career-best performance as he showboated, outclassed and dismantled Badillo in the 7th round.
Huge jab, and now he's going through the razzle-dazzle. Use of the shoulder.
Again, that right hand working so well, and this is a very confident Hamed.
Well, look at this. I think he's trying to do all this for the Sheffield fans. He's playing to the audience, trying to taunt poor Badillo, who's taking all this. This fellow is durable, but even he was wobbled by that. Then a right. Blood coming from his nose. This could be the finish now. They want to stop it. Badillo's corner want to stop it. They've rescued him. They don't want him to take any more of this. And Prince Naseem Hamed retains the WBO Featherweight Championship.
In a post-fight interview, Hamed called out the former champ as the pair were sat next to each other exchanging words.
Kevin Kelley's here tonight, and he's seen the skill of the Prince and the strength and the ability and the accuracy and the speed. Oh gosh.
Here is Kevin Kelley. Have a sit down, Kevin. Here you are. Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat. Now then, what have you got to say to him now?
Can I just say, he's right in front of me, and I can honestly tell him that I'm going to knock him spark out. I'm going to knock his spark out.
What are you going to say to that, Kevin?
Relax, baby.
You relax.
You gonna get knocked out.
Let me tell you.
In your hometown.
Naz, you had a great performance.
New York.
You're nice and hyped.
Madison Square Garden.
But I'm the real deal.
I can't wait to beat you up.
I'm the real deal. I'm looking to your face, and I'll tell you the face.
Go on. Look at me.
I'm going to smoke your boots.
We'll see.
The fight was on, and the bout took place on December 19, 1997 in Madison Square Garden, New York. Naseem Hamed was making his U.S. debut in the legendary venue Madison Square Garden, and this was his chance to take over America and become a superstar in the boxing world. Hamed at the time was undefeated as a professional, consisting of 28 wins, 0 losses with 26 wins coming by knockouts, and had become well regarded for his knockout power. Due to both his fighting style and flamboyant personality, Hamed had also quickly become one boxing's most popular fighters, and had become the highest-paid featherweight in the sport, earning over $12 million. Kelley came into the fight with an excellent boxing record, consisting of 47 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He was a dangerous southpaw who carried power with both hands. During the build-up of the fight, it was spicy between the pair, as both men were eager to show who was the best in the division.
After this fight, listen, I'm gonna trying to create a nice job for you, putting my posters up with HBO. Believe me, after this fight, right, you'll have a full-time job. Forget about boxing. All you have to do is go to Lou DiBella. He'll give you a nice job, promoting my ass in Times Square every time I come in. Listen, you don't run and I won't run. We'll come out and have a war in the first round. We got a deal. We got a deal. Let's do it.
Kelley came first into the ring, as he was looking to dethrone the #1 fighter in the division. When it was Naz's turn to come into the ring, Kelley reportedly negotiated a fine if Hamed took too long for the ring walk, but the Prince didn't care as he annoyed the challenger minutes before the fight. Minutes later, Hamed finally walked out to the ring and did his usual front flip, which led to Hamed taunting at Kelley. All that was left to do was for Michael Buffer's legendary introduction.
From Madison Square Garden, New York City. Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, man, this is what it's all about. Remember, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. May the best man win. Touch up. Let's go. Come on, guys. Touch it up. All right, let's do this.
In the opening round, Hamed started the fight strongly, landing straight right hands. But with a minute left in the round, Hamed backs Kelley up into the corner. However, Kelley was able to catch Hamed with right hook that sent the champion down to the canvas.
He is unable to solve, but down goes the Prince on Kelley's first serious landed punch. Second time in his career he's been down in the first round.
Now watch Hamed commit a cardinal sin in boxing, leaning back.
In round 2, Kelley began as the aggressor and scored a second knockdown over Hamed after landing a left hook.
One of the things that could happen would be that the Prince was exposed as a fraud. His gloves touch the canvas, the count begins.
After Hamed took a standing 8 count, Kelley swarmed him in hopes of landing another knockdown and began swinging wildly as Hamed attempted to dodge his punches and punched the back of his head, which caused Kelley to miss completely and fall to the canvas, though the referee ruled it a slip. Kelley would continue to chase the champion by landing right and left hands.
Hard right hand inside by Kelley.
Hamed landed a straight right hand that sent Kelley down to the canvas.
There we saw
Right
it,
hand,
right there.
There's the power. There's the power you were talking about.
Kelley responds to the knockdown by throwing big shots at the Prince.
And Kelley gets out of his boxing stance and decides to go to war.
Kelley responds by landing 2 left hands.
Kelley lands a hard chopping left and another.
We don't see this very often in one round, a fighter getting knocked down twice. You saw that Kelley landed a left and then a right. The first one was a knockdown. The referee was a little late getting in as he got up again. But he did bounce up, give him that, and they're flush on the jaw. Kelley, like Junior Jones, his pal in the first fight.
In the 3rd round, both fighters were trading shots, but Kelley's shots were more harder and effective.
And lands a hard right hand of his own.
Some damage.
Kelley lands a left cross.
Kelley's guard.
They trade right hands. Kevin's was the harder of the two. Good left uppercut by Prince Naseem. Right hand lands again as well.
In the 4th round, with about a minute and a half into the round, Hamed landed 2 left hands that sent Kelley down for the 2nd time.
You would expect the opposite.
But taking some leather in return. Down goes Kelley on 2 hard left hands.
Kelley again was able to continue, but Hamed continued to throw power punches at Kelley. But after Kelley countered with a right hook, Hamed's right glove again touched the canvas, officially giving Kelley his 3rd knockdown of Hamed.
Here.
You got to be careful mixing up with Kelley because he can fight.
And that's going to be ruled a knockdown as Naseem's glove grazed the canvas. So there's the count for that.
After the fight resumed, Kelley looked to regain his momentum. But 15 seconds later, Hamed would land a hard left that sent Kelley down for the 3rd time.
The Prince. Ooh. And a hard left. And Kelley's down for the 3rd time.
Kelley was able to get back to his knees but was clearly hurt and could not get back to his feet as the referee reached the count of 10, giving Hamed the knockout victory in the 4th round.
Fight is over. He's for real. The Prince is for real.
Punching power, George.
It's almost like De La Hoya. You don't know where they get the power from.
What we just saw was the Hagler-Hearns of featherweight fighting.
George, this was like your fight with Ron Lyle. Gunslinger against gunslinger. Then here's the Prince going down.
I don't really think that was a knockdown. I think that this guy stooped so low.
If his glove grazes the canvas, the referee is within his rights to rule it a knockdown, and Benji Esteves did. And then that stunning left hand, and Kevin Kelley unable to get up from that left hand. He couldn't beat the count, and Esteves very properly waved an end to the bout.
Hamed successfully retained his WBO Featherweight World Title for the 9th time.
Featherweight champion of the world, Prince Naseem Hamed.
It was an electrifying night in the Garden with non-stop action from start to finish. Both fighters hit the canvas multiple times, with every twist and turn, until Hamed delivered a stunning 4th round knockout, sealing an unforgettable victory. Hamed's U.S. debut at Madison Square Garden will always be remembered as one of the greatest bouts of all time.